This is usually where I go a little covert, either put my camo on or whatever, but I'm going to get to the hut first before I do that today, because I got all kind of camera gear. I got tripods. I'm just making it nice for this camera. I can do like less strap, but I'm going to go over to the hut and we'll start from there. Alright, now this is just the trail through the woods. You come off the road and get right through here. I gotta tighten up. I got way too many arrows because I was gonna do an arrow demonstration, but I got them too loose and they're clackety clack back there, so I gotta be real quiet because I might get some deer footage today if I'm careful. But you just follow this little trail and it'll take you through these dense juniper woods. These juniper trees are great for their natural fibers. They're perfect for making bows out of. You can actually make bows. You can make fires with that. Tinder. You can actually use the juniper to make a fire stick and start a fire. I got really close, never succeeded. Anyways, we'll get to the hut for some more of that explanation later. Alright, bye. Alright, now that I'm finally to the hut, see, I got all this junk. I could have shot at that squirrel if I had my bow and stuff ready, but let's get rid of some of this junk. Now, this is just the camera bag. We'll definitely be using that a lot. Okay. That wasn't the first thing I put on. This is my arrow quiver. Bow. Hang that up. This is my bow and arrow quiver. It holds my bow and as many arrows as you can cram in there. I got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in there right now, which is way too many. They're clanking and clanking. But I just wanted to demonstrate my bamboo arrows with the stone tips. These are real good. Maybe you can see that, but that's a flint tip. These arrows are awesome. I made these out of bamboo garden stakes. So that one has that kind of tip. This one has a small chert tip. This one's great. This one's 100% authentic. It's got actual animal sinew, turkey feathers, bamboo, a stone tip, all tied with actual sinew from a deer tendon. That one's probably my #1 straight shooter. I got this one. This is a different type of chert tip. Still very good. It's got a piece of styrofoam in there. But this is really good arrow. All white turkey feathers. Let's see. This is yet another. This is some kind of weird chert with it's kind of two-toned. But this is really good. This is a good arrowhead. It's pretty heavy. I messed up and chipped the tip of it off shooting it, and it went straight through my styrofoam target, but I remedied that. With some other stuff, let's see, with a bigger target, you'll see that in a little while. And this is another flint, or chert, Texas chert tip. Got that at the Ren Fair. And turkey feather. And you can see these arrows are pretty straight. I had to heat these over the fire, straighten them. I sanded the little, everywhere was a knob, you know, bamboo has the junctions there, so I sanded that down, got that real smooth through there. And these are just really good arrows. They're probably way too stiff, which becomes a spine issue, but they fly really good. So, proud of these. And then these were my ones that were red and black originally. I redid those, put the turkey feathers on it, remade them more kind of in an Indian fashion with the you know, the cresting, and did artificial sinew on these. And then I got the you know, that's the skill saw blade tip, and then this one would be the stainless steel tip. And these all work pretty good, but the spines are all out of whack. That's something I've just researched and realized. I have 12 Port Orford cedar tips, shafts that came in from Three Rivers, and I'm going to be working on those. But I love it out here. You can hear all the, well, of course now I say that you hear an airplane going by, but listen to all them crickets. This is my place, man. This is my spot. But my quiver, I made this out of a cardboard box, an old pair of my camo pants, some straps I got from work. My buckle is just a piece of 9-wire that I folded over like that, and it, you know, in just an X, and that holds the strap in real good. My bow is my Ren Fair bow. I got my Ren Fair bow. It's bamboo and red oak, and it's a 50-pound draw, and it's pretty effective. I made my string out of artificial sinew, which we'll get into more of that in a little bit. I'm still trying to derobe all my stuff here. So, let's see. I usually hang all this over on this branch. Alright, and then my bag here, this is where I got all my goodies. This has the water, so I don't die of thirst out here because it's extremely hot. And getting that off there just saves a ton of energy right there. So, that was a lot of talking, but this is the whole deal about the thing. I wanted to make sure I got some footage of this before I got out of Texas on the HD camera, because this is my hut right here, and this thing is good. This is my deal right here, man. I came out here in the middle of winter, decided I was going to make me a hut, and this is what I come up with, and it's good. This is my door. You know, you can come on in. Right now the daddy longlegs have it infested, so it's kind of creepy to go in, but I know you see that Miller Lite and you're like, oh, it's drunk out there in the woods, but this is actually a torch I made. I'll demonstrate that in a little bit. But okay, I'm gonna brave it. It's actually not crawling. It's actually not crawling with bugs today. Oh yeah, it is. Good Lord Almighty. It's actually swarming with bugs in here. The whole roof's covered in daddy longlegs. Well, anyways, this was a good fort before the daddy longlegs took over. Got a back door here. That opens, you know. I had my fire pit in here where I could, let me get out of there, that's creepy. I had my fire pit in there, so in the wintertime, I could actually go in there. Let's see if we can get some footage of that. I had it so I could actually go in there and cook. My fire pit's right there. Let's see, I'm going to zoom in on that a little bit. It's awesome having a tripod and a camera, I'll tell you that for sure. But this was my fire pit. I can actually come in here, close the door. This is all daddy longlegs. Look at all the daddy longlegs. Oh my god, that's just creepy. I could keep all my coals right in here. I got it all built up with rocks in the back. Just keep some embers there. I wouldn't want no flames, although I've had flames in here. This is obviously a big signal fire if you light it on fire, but all that is on my God, the daddy longlegs are everywhere. Goo! All that is on my phone, which is, you know, terrible quality. Absolutely horrible quality on my phone. But I got tons and tons of awesome video on my phone. And, you know, and that's just basically it, man. My hut is cool. It's just a little, it's what you call a dome shelter. And we'll close them daddy longlegs up in there. Now around this hut I've made all kind of inventions. As you can see, I got me a bench right here. I got me a bench. I got all kind of things that make it nice, you know, all the amenities of home. My little hut there. I got all these sticks, and most of those sticks have a story. Of course, I got my torches here. which work out pretty good. Sweet. So when you're out here at night, you're cooking out or whatever, you gotta have a torch. So nothing like an old Black and Voodoo torch there. That throws off lots. I should have picked the wick up a little bit. But I got that one there. And I got this one over here. These are all little things, you know. Tiki torches I clearly didn't invent, but I've never seen anyone with one of these on their porch. Got that. Let's see. Got the tiki torch going. And it's clearly just a beer bottle with a wick in it, some citronella. And then over there, I got the same thing. Beer bottle hanging from a wire so it don't burn the wire down. And for some reason it's not focusing. Maybe it is. But anyways, it's just a beer bottle hanging in the tree. And when it's not blowing 100 out here, those actually are pretty effective. And they'll stay going. And at dark, of course, it's good. So then I got my fire. Built me a pit. I made this grill out of banded material. Just made a frame out of wood. This is banded material from same thing I made the crossbows out of and stuff. And you know, it's crude, but it works. It fits right there. Put your steaks, put your hamburgers on there, no problem. Build your fire in there. You get that in there, you can feed your wood in like this. I got it closed off right now. Take that rock away, you can put your logs in like this. Keep it going. It funnels through and all the heat comes up right here. It's a great stove. Having rocks to work with is wonderful. What else? Oh, I got all kind of implement. I made this battle axe out of some stuff. I keep this around in case the kids, you know, if you see this is missing, you know, someone's been at your hut, stole your battle axe. But this works good for splitting tinder to get in there. Obviously, you see all those shavings right there. That's for making bows. Bows and arrows. Not arrows, but bows. I make my arrows at the house. Over here, I was starting a bow. It was not going as well as I wanted it to. This is a piece of red cedar. I mean, red cedar. Started splitting it. And I rammed a rock in there as a wedge to try to split it, but it was giving me 100 shades of hell and I was dying. And I was on some kind of time restraint where I had to get back to the house. So I kind of stopped right there. I need to get that split out and try to make a bow out of that, but I ended up with this big knot right here in the middle. So that was discouraging. I didn't even see that till like later, you know. So that's bad to have right in the middle of your bow. So I just kind of abandoned that project. I have made some great bows out here. I wouldn't say great. I've made some bows. They shoot arrows. Not really much poundage to them or anything like that, but nonetheless. And then of course you can't have a grill without a utensil. You gotta have a fork, right? I mean, how are you gonna cook without a fork? So you know, do a little something like that. Cook that in a little something like this. You know. Fat. Anyways, that's good stuff. This is usually water. I built this right here because when I built it here, there was a beautiful creek that ran right through here. It was great. It's just beautiful when there's water right there. There's not right now. I got that chunk of styrofoam over there from the job. I was shooting at that at first. And then until I was missing a lot and messing my arrows up, so then I got a bigger chunk of styrofoam. Let's go see how that big chunk of styrofoam is doing. Alright, later.